So I want to dive right into our topic today and some clarity around this topic. Topic being surrender. So what I'm understanding in my own experience of surrender, of which it's a long story and maybe it'll just go in my book sometime, but the experience of my surrender has been the learning of, okay, yes, I surrender, and then but I'm holding on to a little small piece of it. And then I'm also now going into the next thing and I surrender, but I'm still holding on to a little piece of it. So what does true surrender mean? And also, where is there the tangled up lines of the confusion of surrender to passivity or weakness? Sometimes the idea of surrender is, waving the white flag and like, okay, I surrender. I give, I can't, and it somehow, and maybe not for everyone, but in some of us, there is a connotation of that having to do with weakness or losing or not feeling empowered. It's not an empowered state. So there may be some confusion in some of us or in part of us or something. And I want to detangle that today as we go into our theta practice. And also, what is surrender? So one of my absolute favorite books, and if any of you like to listen to books on Audible, is Michael Singer's The Surrender Experiment. And my favorite line from this whole book is that surrender is the courage to follow the invisible into the unknown. Surrender is the courage to follow the invisible into the unknown. And that, I feel, is so potent because it is a courageous act. Surrendering is the courage to show up, and how this also relates to us in terms of manifesting is important, because we're here every week to stay on top of our alignment, stay connected, stay aligned, stay in our zipped up manner, stay cleared, and stay manifesting our highest and best. So when we are manifesting, we're tuning in and we're commanding our manifestation in the highest and best way with ease and grace. When we're commanding it, we're stating that this is our direction. When we state in the highest and best, it is that we are surrendering it to Creator. That we're saying we don't know how, we don't have to know how. Our mind wants to know how. Everything about everything, the mind wants to know, well, how is that going to happen? But the true act of surrender is being in alignment with the vision, but surrendering the path to Creator. So I am in deep state of surrender. And our being, our ego self, or the part that handles the personality stuff and whatnot, again, never bashing the ego. The ego just wants to be in the light. It's not about it being bad or that we have to kill it or step us, whatever. It's just everything's about alignment. If we're in our vertical alignment with every part of us, ego is in alignment, it's shining the light, but doesn't need to seek the light because it's already in the light. If we're, our inner child is in this light, our whole being, low self, high self, middle self, there's so much to us, right? So as long as we are in that alignment, every part can just do its function, and we can be aligned with our vision and surrender it to the highest and best way. So we don't have to know how, we're just, and I remember this morning when I was a teenager, I had a altar, and in my altar there was a little box that had a little slit through it, and that was called my God box. And I remember writing things that were baffling me that I just couldn't come to any solution with. I'd just write, "Dear God, I have no idea how to handle this. Please handle this situation for me." And I'd tighten it up and put it through that slip. And when I'd put it through that slip, that was my act of surrender. I didn't know it when I was 16. I didn't know it that's what that's what I was doing, but that's what I was saying. I don't have the way, so I surrender to you in that highest and best way. And that really helps me. So if you'd like to create a God box, if that's what you like to call it, or if, when we do the writing, you can just write it and give it up into the smoke or the whatever you want to do. But writing really does help. And all of you who are participating in any of these writing accountability things. It's just to keep us going more. So anything, whenever you're writing, you're making a contract with yourself. So all writing is good. And so now I want to go into the untangling of surrender with weakness as we go into our theta, and download us the true creator's definition of surrender, the power that comes with that, and the energy of the courage that comes with that. It's like we're really showing up and then we're getting out of the way. So we're not controlling all the pieces of it. And the one other thing I want to say before we go into theta that really helped me, we found the power spot on the land here. It's actually pretty amazing. There's like, feels like heat's coming up from the earth, and it's a pretty magical spot. So my lovely Alia is living here now. So we've been going there and standing and doing the superhero pose in the power spot. And the two things that have been really helping me a lot is two of my I ams that have been really helping that I'd like to share. One is I am an agent of creator, and that when I'm standing and doing my superhero pose, doing that, I feel like it's like a battery recharge that's like, just kind of goes. So whatever of those words, if that helps you. But the one that really applies to today is the one that's been helping me a lot, and that is I am at peace with the unfolding of all things. I am at peace with the unfolding of all things. And that has to do with surrender as well, right? It's that, just feeling the peace of surrender. So these are the vibes I'm feeling that I'd love to share with you all. And if you, let me see, make sure I have my chat box out, because I know I see chats that I haven't been seeing. So perfect. One says, I like it. This is perfect timing. And it says iPhone. So I don't know who said that, but I'm glad it's perfect timing. Emma said that. Perfect. Okay, beautiful. Got it. All right. So if you would like to experience your superhero pose while we do the download, you're welcome to. If you'd like to just relax today and be seated and do it however way, it's actually important to do different ways at different times so you can have all the different experiences, and then you can pick and choose. For me, when I stand up, I really like the sway that happens in my body when my being goes into theta. It feels like when we're not babies anymore, we don't get rockabye babied anymore. So when I stand up and I do theta, I feel like that's kind of creator saying that, kind of rocking my field. So I enjoy that. So I'm going to stand, but as you wish, however way you like. If you are standing, why not do the superhero pose at the same time? Because then you're charging yourself up as well, and I like multitasking, right? Time seems limited. So if you are doing your superhero pose, hands to the waist and a few stomps. If you're comfortable with that, if your back is okay, if your spine is okay, we're going to stomp a few times, like pretty good stomps, so we can feel the energy building in our core, like some kind of pumping up of power. And then planting the feet, and even if you're seated, plant your feet so that you feel the four corners of your feet on the under your big toe, the pinky toe, and two spots in your heel, and lift up your toes just a little bit so you feel that arch in your foot and that suction cup that holds to the earth. So just, reconnect with the earth like a gecko, like a lizard with the hands that like grabs. So kind of feel your foot connection to the earth. And breathing in. So I'm going to combine our surrender and untangling with our manifestation today, just so I can honor all of your time. So just you can let go and surrender, and I will guide you through the whole process. So breathing in, and if you like, dropping the eyelids closed, gently feeling release of any tension from the eyes, breathing in deep behind the eyes. There's those muscles that sometimes hold a lot of tension. So we want to breathe right up in there and relax the muscles behind the eyes. And that helps us relax the jaw, inside our face, allowing ourselves to relax. If you like, you can massage the roof of your mouth with your tongue, and this automatically activates your pineal gland. So you're reaching your tongue to the back of the top of the roof of your mouth and gently massaging. Only if you like, you don't have to. So just breathing deeply, bringing your attention into your heart center. Dropping in from your heart and connecting heart to heart with Mother Earth, feeling her power, her love, and sharing our love and gratitude deep in Mother Earth. Drawing up earth energy, pulling this energy up like straws in the bottoms of our feet, pulling earth energy up, releasing it in our body, letting it go into all the places that it needs to go to revitalize our physical form. Tailbone reaching for the earth, top of the head reaching for the sky. Each breath creates space, can create adjustments in our back, breathing in space into the body. Energy rising, feeling a tingle in our crown, and using our imagination, feeling or seeing a vertical pillar of light around each of us, where we safely take our attention into pure light, arriving in the light of Source. Feeling like we're a drop of water letting go in an ocean of light. Letting go of anything that separates us and going into the feeling of that pure light. Silently state to yourself as I say out loud, Creator, it is commanded, a download of your definition of surrender in my whole being, and untangle and pull away any confusion with surrender and weakness. Allow me now to feel the power of true surrender. Thank you. It is done. Show me and allow me to feel it. So coming in your own being, witnessing from your heart center or above yourself, witness now as the definition of true surrender arrives in to every cell, every organ, all layers of our being. And anything that's confused or tangled gets detangled and released out. Notice any parts in your body that may be holding any tension and having any challenges with surrendering, and bring more light of surrender into those parts. Deep breaths and allowing the body to feel surrender. When you're ready, simply take your attention deep in the light of Source again, allowing yourself to melt in the light of Source. You can silently state, Creator, take me into your light right now. And now, when you are in that light, silently command your manifestation in the highest and best way with ease and grace. Creator, it is commanded, a manifestation of, and state your manifestation. When you've stated your entire manifestation, feel it as if it's already happened in your life right now. Feel the feelings on this plane. You're bringing the light of Source in here into this plane in all the areas that your manifestation influences. We're witnessing the light of Source coming into all these parts. And whenever you're ready, you simply open up your eyes. Take your time. Breathe deep, deep into it. And keep feeling the feelings. Good idea. Reminding me to drink water. Always good. Welcome back. Happy manifesting.